You get in the car? Oh, you get in the car. Okay. Huck and I have just been doing some target shooting here in the National Forest. Make sure to clean up your targets. But I thought I'd do a review on my Snugtop topper. Welcome to Adventure Dad. Today I wanted to give an update / review on our Snugtop topper on our 2021 Tundra. Since we've been using it now for about 15,000 miles and about 8 months, I wanted to give an update. Overall, I'd say I'm not impressed. Given the premium pricing of a Snugtop, the premium reputation, we have had a lot of issues with this topper. You'll notice little things. Number one, the door only opens partially. I'm sure that there's a reason for this. I'm 6'1". If the truck's downhill at all from me, I could hit my head on it. I would say that these corners are at about 6'3". If I were taller than 6'3", I know I would have hit my head. The fit and finish on some items is really pretty rough. You know, little things like how they attach their wiring. This has been loose. I actually put a little dollop of silicone and glue in there before we left. This was loose when I bought it. You come around here, I ordered the full package with the plug-ins, the little fuse block, the lights. If you look at the lights over here, this light is loose, and it has been since I bought the truck. I took it in and asked them to fix it. One of the things they marketed it as is you can use your Toyota tracks on it, and that it attaches to the tracks. It does attach to the tracks, but these cleats are almost useless. The topper doesn't have enough clearance here to use those. Those are essentially where they were when I had the topper installed. I might be able to move them maybe an inch or two. It's just been really kind of a series of errors with this topper. How they do their welting is it's supposed to be a friction fit on your tailgate. Let me shut my gun drawer here. But this is torn off. I've had other toppers with a similar system, but this just looks like crap. The other ones I had, there was enough clearance where those always folded under and didn't tear off. Driver's side tore off within the first month or so, and it also tore out the welting. If you come over to the passenger side, this is more like what it's supposed to be, but the driver's side doesn't really work. One of the other issues I've had, I'm gonna shut the tailgate here, is the thing doesn't latch anymore. Sometimes it does. It's probably going to do it right now, but on this trip I've been having to double check it because we've been hiking away from the truck, and you push this in, this is what's going on. So I've had both sides not latch. This passenger side latch works about 15 or 20% of the time. Let's see there. So I have to shut in the middle, and then I have to check both sides, and then I have to double check usually and push this passenger side in. I said I would never get a topper again without wind doors. All I do is open these up, and I have full access to my inside. I can reach most things in here. Really a nice system. Most major manufacturers offer these, so I paid quite a bit extra for these. My problem with these wind doors is, so that's how the latches are supposed to work. 3 of my latches are really hard to work, and you think they're locked. You have to memorize that the lock code goes up in the unlocked position because they're really hard to work. And I've adjusted the barrels on those. For a topper that costs considerably more than the competition, I am not impressed with this Snugtop. Probably the main reason that I'm upset about this Snugtop was the installation. Let me show you, give you an example. The zip tie's been hanging down now for about 12,000 miles. When I picked the truck up after topper installation, I didn't notice it, but as soon as I hit a bump, this happened. This has been hanging down like this. These guys cut my factory wiring harness. They used crappy T-lock connectors on the wiring. They drilled a hole through my floor right next to a factory grommet with a rubber ring on it. They didn't use a grommet on the hole they drilled, and they just left their zip ties long like this. I gave them a nice tip beforehand, gave the shop a case of beer. The whole idea, I said, do not cut my factory wires. They cut my main factory wiring harness to wire this topper. I am installing my Boost Auto tow mirrors in my 2021 Tundra. I decided to, when I got a topper, to get a Snugtop. Great reputation, supposedly superior install. When they were installing it, I asked the technicians that were doing it not to use these T-clips right here. I've had problems with them in the past. So I just took off this foot panel. I want you to see this. So this is obviously a bundled wire set that they ran from the topper in order to get power here. There, they drilled a hole in the floor, no grommet, no paint. So that just goes straight through the floor. They didn't deburr it, so I've got a large burr in there. Ugh. Anyway, I didn't check it at the time. Here's what I really wanted to show you. Look at this clip right here. So this is my factory wire, this white wire right here. They installed these blue and green wires. So without me pulling on it, I was just oh, there we are. There we are. Look, that was what I meant to show you. This isn't even connected at all. So instead, this is what my terminal looks like. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you cutting up the wiring harness on my brand new truck with this bull. Does it keep my stuff dry? Sure. I mean, it's a fiberglass, boat, essentially. Yes, it keeps my stuff dry. Does it look good? Yeah, from the outside, it looks good. Is the fit and finish good? No. Are you going to have issues if you have one of these? I would say absolutely, based on what I have seen. Awesome. Anyway, there you are. Be careful where you get your stuff installed.